What's good, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Golden 83, and I am here to do a Heart's Desire reading for the sign of Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius, you guys are third on the zodiac lineup for week 3. Hopefully, you guys are doing well. Remember, you guys, these are general messages, not personal. So take what resonates and pass the rest to the next. Okay. I will say while I was sitting in y'all's energy before we got started, I did see the Eight of Cups while I was shuffling and the Two of Wands. I was feeling this energy in the sense of you guys. Not for all of you. Again, remember you do share some energy with people who have Aquarius in particular placements in their birth chart, so they may be looking for some guidance of some sort. So your energies are kind of intertwined a bit. Okay, that's primarily for Aquarius Sun, primarily, but nonetheless, feel like there's like two different types of energy going on with Aquarius right now, in the sense of both energies in the sense of working on something. Okay, one energy feels like it's working towards a particular goal or a particular project of some sort. Okay, where you're trying to figure out what it is that you want to do, maybe within your life as far as career professionally goes. And so Eight of Cups kind of feels like you're the Eight of Cups within this deck here, which has someone like sitting at a table with like 8 cups around them. It almost feels like you're just trying to make a choice. Okay, and then eventually go towards that particular journey to kind of get started with the Two of Wands. For others of you, you're already in the midst of a project, something that you're primarily looking at doing. With this particular situation is probably not the best option for what it is that you're trying to do, and so it's time to walk away from that particular solution and push through to something else. Kind of work on, if you have things kind of like outlined, move to the next step. Okay, so that way you can kind of keep building that foundation. Okay, so with that being said, Aquarius, that was just kind of like a prelude, if you will. Okay, let's go ahead and get into your reading. All right, so we have one from the top for your present energy, one from the bottom for past energy, and then one energetically from the middle for future energy. Okay, and we'll look at the bottom of the deck momentarily to see what the overall outcome is. Okay, so let's see what you have going on, Aquarius. We have the King of Swords for your present energy. We then have the Three of Cups for past energy. Okay, and then we have the King of Wands. Okay, for future energy. Okay, so first thing that I get, even though with us doing different positions on this spread, I'm automatically, like I said, some form of maybe partnership, possibly that you have with someone. One person being good with words, the other person being good as far as actually being hands-on. Okay, Three of Cups is talking about some kind of communion. Okay, so that's the first thing that I get just looking at this spread across the board. Okay, King of Swords, which is air energy. Okay, which is Libra, Gemini, and yourself, Aquarius. Okay, so it's possibly you. That could be the person that's good with words, formulating things, communications, things of that nature. Okay, maybe taking the lead on that within this partnership that you have. Okay, possibly realizing that what you're embarking on or trying to do is two heads better than one type deal, okay? And so you're kind of helping head this up, present energy, okay? Maybe also a situation of just being maybe more level-headed than other people and thinking outside of the box in a way that commands attention in the sense of, hey, I think we need to do or go about it this way, okay? And so that is where I feel your present energy is. Let's move on to this past energy. Three of Cups, okay? Something possibly transpired, obviously good positive energy here in the past. Maybe, like I said, usual regular writer's weight of Three of Cups is showing three people toasting, okay? And so as you see, they're all linked by this heart because Cups is about emotions, okay? And so obviously maybe some kind of, like I said, partnership transpired in the past on a group of people agreeing to kind of set forth on this business plan of some sort or some kind of partnership, okay, is what happened in the past. Very clear cut and dry with your spread today, which is nice, okay? So here we are, Aquarius, in future energy with the King of Wands. Okay, King of Wands is someone who, again, like I said, you had the Two of Wands. Okay, while I was shuffling, getting ready to do the reading, sitting in your energy. And like I said, Two of Wands, this is a third wand here, which could be someone who's an integral part of your project, okay? That will really solidify what it is that you have. It could be some type of support, not someone who's gonna like come in and take over, but just some type of external resource, possibly, that'll really solidify the foundation of this particular project. Okay, for some of you, you could turn into the King of Wands as far as the labor of things, taking on a lot of stuff, okay? Almost in a sense of a triple threat, if you will, okay? But for some of you, you could be working on your own, that's fine, but you will be good at multitasking, all right, if you're working by yourself. Now, but I do feel like it's strongly a partnership, okay? So let's look at the bottom of the deck. We have the Five of Pentacles, okay? Five of Pentacles. Now, Five of Pentacles showing up here is a sense of, like I said, for those of you that could be working alone, okay? It could be a situation where it was a group of people, and maybe some people decided that it's not really for them and they decided to walk away, okay? It could be a situation that you tried to head a group of people and people slowly but surely realized it wasn't for them and they walked away, or you decided that, you know, you'd much rather do it by yourself because there's too many, you know, energies and egos, if you will, trying to tackle one thing at a time. And so there could be a situation of someone being left behind or you leaving everyone behind to do it yourself, okay? Five of Pentacles also, again, associated with finances when we're talking about Pentacles. If it's not someone being left out in the cold, it will possibly cost you a little bit to do what it is that you're doing, but you will see a return, okay? Let's go ahead and get into your clarifiers, okay? So we have, feel like we need to reshuffle, and only because, again, multiple energies, multiple situations. So I just want to go ahead and do a shuffle of three here, okay? And right when your reading was getting a little clear cut and dry, Aquarius, one more shuffle and then we'll cut by 3. I will say with this King of Swords and Wands energy, like I said, it could be a battle of the egos, if you will, okay? Now, it may, with this 5 of Pentacles, it may just be like slightly temporary as far as a split from the group in regards to people really trying to determine if they really want to be involved in it or not. But in the background, you could be trying to determine whether or not if you're able to do this yourself. Okay. So, 1 from the top for the King of Swords, 1 from the bottom for the 3 of Cups, and then 1 energetically from the middle for the King of Wands. And then we'll look at the bottom of the deck to clarify this 5 of Pentacles. Okay? So let's see what you have in the clarifiers. We have the 8 of Emotions, which is the 8 of Cups. Okay? For your present. Then we have the Magician. Okay? For the past, for the 3 of Cups. And then we have the High Priestess for the King of Wands. Okay, so let's start with this present energy. Okay, present energy is 8 of Emotions. Okay, with the King of Swords. Okay, like I said, the 8 of Cups is usually talking about walking away or moving on to something else. Okay, like I said, that is the energy that I felt. The 8 of Cups came up in this deck, the Mystic Mondays, and then here it is yet again in the second deck. Okay, so feels as though you're either ready to move on to whatever the next step is for some of you. Others are debating on whether or not to move forward or without other people. Okay, and your words are very strong. Okay, because it could be a situation of people being a little bit like procrastination being involved or some kind of hesitation. 9 times out of 10, Aquarius, you're kind of the leader in a sense of putting things together. And for some, everything sounds good until you start asking people to do stuff. And then you start seeing people kind of change up. Okay. So here we are with that past energy. Like I said, you have the Magician here with the 3 of Cups. Okay. 3 of Cups with the Magician being present is again talking about past energy of getting organized with these 3 people. Everything was fine. Okay. Like I said, when everything was starting to get organized, it sounded fun. It sounded like something everybody wanted to do. And then when stuff got real and you started really putting in the work to get things together, it's like everybody started flaking. Okay. And so whatever happened in the past, I think, is where you are now with your wording to certain people. Is like, what happened to being all on board, and now y'all have changed your minds. And so the question is of whether or not you can do this on your own. It will take you a little bit more time, but you are pretty much adamant on what it is you want to do because of this King of Swords energy. Okay, is very strong within you. Okay, so let's move to this future energy, which is the King of Wands with the Priestess, the High Priestess here. Okay, following your intuition. Sorry, you guys. Fire energy. Okay, Leo, Sagittarius. I'm feeling the most. And Gemini. for some reason is sticking out. No, sorry, Aries. Okay, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius is fire energy. Sorry, you guys. But again, like I said, I'm feeling more of an energy of you guys possibly realizing you can do this yourself, okay? Following your intuition, knowing what you know, okay? It was your idea to begin with, is the vibe that I'm getting, okay? And so you came up with the idea yourself, you could do it yourself, okay? You need other like minded people who are willing to really put their best foot forward to help you with this project. And it could be people that you come across after you get everything situated. Some people may be relying primarily on you to get everything, underway, and then they'll come help you. Um, Maybe it's also some feelings of maybe in the past you've said you were going to do something and you didn't, and you kind of flaked, and so maybe this is them kind of, giving it back to you in the sense of they won't follow until everything's running, okay? Um, so it's a lot of mixed emotions or feelings going on in your reading, as we do have this Three of Cups here, okay? So follow your intuition, kind of go based upon what you've seen happen in the past, okay, to help you move forward. Let's look at the bottom of the deck to clarify this Five of Pentacles, which is the Knight of Emotions, which is the Knight of Cups. You do have 10 of Cups up underneath the Five of Pentacles, which is a good sign, okay? As far as being that wish fulfillment, if you will, okay? With the 10 of Cups. Knight of Emotions being here to this Five of Pentacles is someone eventually coming and offering some form of help, okay? Whether it be support or honest feelings about things, how they've been organized, things of that nature. Okay, like I said, people are waiting for you to actually follow through because maybe in the past you didn't. Okay, and maybe your ideas have been somewhat flighty, and so someone will eventually come along and say, okay, it looks like you're really serious. I'm willing to help, but it's after you do all the work. Okay, so with that being said, Aquarius, let's get into your heart oracle here for the final decision, final push of assistance. Okay, 3 shuffles, and then we'll cut by threes. And it can be a little annoying, Aquarius, for you, but some people have good reasons, others don't, okay? And so you will somewhat take it personally. It's kind of hard not to take it personally, but you have to be able to take accountability for your past actions that people obviously took personal or, again, had some doubt, okay? So at the bottom of the deck, we have just breathe. Okay, number 4 here. We have 2 figures here, one woman against another woman that's kind of like metaphysical here in the clouds. And kind of, retrospective is the first thing that I think of when I see this, okay? 4 is talking about protecting your energy and progressing forward in a positive manner, okay? And really protect your ideas. Make sure you're considering that as if this is in regards to business, okay? But just take a deep breath as you're formulating everything. It may be very difficult to do something. Whatever it is that you're doing is very large scale. And so take a deep breath, write things out as they come to mind. cross out whatever it is that you've already kind of addressed in a sense. Make mental notes to yourself, but take time to take a step back, and because you may feel overwhelmed handling everything yourself. Okay, so let's get into the book so that way we can get some additional messages for you. Page 123. Which equals out to 6. Okay, like I said, I still feel like you guys are going to be doing some form of reevaluation of things. Again, processes, people that are involved, all of that. You do have shine up underneath this just breathe. Okay, once you take that deep breath and you reanalyze things, you'll be able to see things clearly, and it will bode very well for you. We've already seen the 10 of Cups. We've already seen the shine card. Now it's the final push. Okay, so your keywords here is step back, reconnect, rest, and recharge. Okay, so much time and effort can be expended in maintaining current relationships or in creating new ones that it's easy to forget to just stop and breathe once in a while. This life is not just about connecting with other people. The most important connections you can have are with the divine and your higher self. This is a good time to take a break from your personal relationships and reconnect with your spiritual self. Set aside a few minutes every day to sit quietly and just be, okay? In addition to caring for your spiritual self, look after your physical body. Get plenty of sleep, eat healthy foods, and exercise. Treat yourself to a movie or take a walk in nature. Step away from any cares around matters of the heart and just breathe. By taking time for yourself, you'll recharge your emotional batteries and have more energy to invest in your relationships. Okay? So if you have the time, Aquarius, take a step back and just breathe. Okay? Reconnect with yourself. You've been really pushing the pavement, and possibly this 8 of Cups is, a hint that you've been wanting to walk away from stuff and take a break. And it's possibly really needed because you've been putting in so much work. Okay? And possibly, if it wasn't the 5 of Pentacles, if it was like the 10 of Swords, would have been a situation of burnout. I don't feel like you're, in a situation of burnout. I think it's just, again, for a lot of you, creating something new and trying to include other people in it is really draining you. Okay. And so it's time to recharge. Okay. And take that break so you can come out really well rested. Okay. So and you'll see things, a lot more clearly once you do that. Okay. Especially if you're feeling a little bit creatively stuck. All right. So let's go to the bottom of the deck of the Power of Surrender to get your final message of support, which is surrender your addictions. Okay. Surrender your addictions. I feel like this card came out before. I think it might have been in Scorpio's reading, not recently, but a while back. Okay, but surrender your addictions. Scorpio being mentioned is just an honorable mention. You could have Scorpio somewhere in your chart, or maybe someone around you that is a Scorpio. Okay, but it says whether you're addicted to substances, food, people, sex, or overworking, take action to begin to heal the addiction and replace it with healthier alternatives. Okay, whether you're addicted to substances, food, people, sex, or overworking, take action to begin to heal the addiction and replace it with healthier alternatives. Okay, so if it's, I feel like it's more so the overworking. Again, within that heart oracle, we did have people Um, I don't think it's the other things, but you know, to each its own. Everything and anything can be an addiction, okay? Especially if you're trying to overcompensate for something with overworking, okay? So, trying to prove yourself in a way, either to yourself or to others around you. It can be addictive in a sense, okay? And you're not going to be happy until you actually obtain it, okay? So, in order for you to do that, you do need to allow yourself time to rest and to surrender to things that have become very addictive, okay? Because no matter what you do, Aquarius, you will always make someone proud, okay? Just by wanting to be creative and do something that may be out of your wheelhouse or that someone wouldn't even expect from you, they will still be proud of you regardless. Okay. So, with that being said, Aquarius, that is all that I have for you guys today. We have one more reading for your week 3 group. So, until then, peace.